Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are having another awesome day. It's Rick coming back at you. And oh my goodness, we have reached a huge milestone. We hit that 100 subscriber mark. And I have nobody to thank but you guys. You guys are absolutely epic. And I'm so thankful for this moment. And our next goal is that 1,000 subscriber mark. So if you are enjoying this content, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I'm always sharing ideas, tips, some strategies, and of course, just giving you some things that I've noticed when it comes to success and hitting goals and things that may help you as well. Keep in mind that everything I say, take it with a grain of salt and only use what you feel like is going to be useful to you, because I'm just giving you things that I've seen based on experience and from people that I've studied. So if that is something that interests you, you want to make sure that you're subscribed, but also turn on the bell notifications, as I do drop a new video every day and I drop a new short every day as well that gives you some of these ideas. And today what I want to talk about is there's still people out there, and I couldn't, I can believe it, but it was just kind of interesting to me, that are not really believing that crypto is going to be anything. They're thinking it's just a fad, and they're treating it as such, as if it's not that big of a deal. So I wanted to touch on that for people that really aren't sure too much about crypto, and why I personally believe it's going to be here to stay for a long time. And some of the reasons why I believe in it, and why you're starting to see a lot more money being put into the crypto space right now when it comes to investing. And there's three main things that I want to cover when it comes to this itself. And the first one really is the problems that crypto solves. So I know that I spoke a little bit about this on some of my previous videos, but there are problems that some of these crypto projects actually solve. And these are things that we as people can get behind, because they're real life things, and they're things that will help make our life even more convenient. And so one of the main ones that I'm going to bring up, in one of my personal favorites, is XRP. XRP, the purpose of it and the reason why it's going to make not only our lives better, but the banking industry better, and why I believe it's going to be here for a long time, is because it solves the problem of cross-border payments. When it comes to global transactions from bank to bank internationally, you are paid your money relatively quickly as the consumer. However, the banking industry, they don't get paid until that settlement actually funds itself, which can take a decent amount of time, anywhere from three business days to a couple of weeks. So the banks aren't getting their money right away like you are. It's taking them a while. And so that's a big problem for the banking industry. So the problem that XRP solves is that they settle those bank-to-bank transactions within seconds. And that's massive, not only for the consumer, but it's massive for the banks as well, because there's no sort of discrepancy. There's no follow-up work that needs to be done. That transaction is done 3 seconds after the order is put in itself. So that's absolutely massive. So we want to look at the utility of these coins and the real world problems that they're solving, because each specific coin should have, I'm not going to say all of them do, but should have a problem, a real life problem that they're solving. There's another one like Ocean Coin, for instance, that's cleaning up the ocean itself from all of the oil that's in there, but also all of the human contamination too. So obviously there is a big need for that, and that's what that cryptocurrency actually solves, is that problem there. So that's one reason why I don't think it's going to go away. The second reason is people don't really trust banks right now. The banks, we're starting to see some more transparency in their fees, how they're operating and how they're making money, and we just don't stand for it as people. We know that there's something going on behind the scenes that's making them a lot of money, and we as the consumer are being held down. So there's not a lot of trust in banks, and people are really struggling to keep their money in these banks, because they're realizing that I can't trust the banks to hold my money, and my money is better in my hands than it is in theirs. So people are starting to figure this out. So they're trying to figure out ways to put their money into something that's safer, that will also get them a better rate of return than they might get in like a savings account, for instance. So cryptocurrency solves that problem. It gives them an avenue to store their currency in a safe manner, where they're also going to get a return on investment for storing that money. So that's massive, as we're starting to see people shift from trusting banks to not trusting banks, and it's giving them a reason to go, hey, I'm just going to go over to crypto because it seems like this is a lot safer of a thing than what the banks have to offer right now. So that's number 2. Number 3 is it hedges against inflation. So we talked a little bit about this on a video that I posted about a week ago or so, but inflation's massive right now. It's 6.2%, which is crazy. This means that our US dollar is actually losing value right now. And that also means that if our investments are not keeping up with inflation, that our investments are also losing money because they're not outpacing that 6.2%. So what you're starting to see is people start putting their money into cryptocurrency because the rate of return is better than 6% in a lot of cases. So they feel a lot more comfortable saying, hey, I know that my investments are going to be safer over here than they will be in the market or in a bank account, because right now inflation is crazy and it's only a matter of time before we see this thing completely tank the economy. So I'd rather not have my money in a volatile place. I'll put it in what I feel is a safer place. So let me put it into cryptocurrency. And that's why people are moving there. So this idea of cryptocurrency is not going anywhere, in my opinion. It's something that's here to stay. Now, does that mean all cryptocurrencies are going to be around? Absolutely not. I think once regulation comes in, we're going to start to see a lot of coins completely get canceled out. They're not going to be able to exist. And we're going to see a very limited number of cryptocurrencies that actually make it and are accepted as I don't want to say world currency because that just implies that we're going to be using one currency, and I don't want to say that, but they're going to be readily accepted as a currency. So do I think all cryptocurrencies are going to make it? No, but there are really good projects out there that are absolutely going to survive. So I wanted to share that with you so that you can at least have basic information as to why I believe crypto is going to be here to stay. And of course, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if this is information that you feel like is useful to you, you can use it. And also it's something that you feel like other people can use as well. Go ahead and share this content. Of course, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's down there. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and take care.